So I made a video recently where I got both of the chests in Garden of Salvation using an eager sword, shatter skating, and a bunch of movement tech that people weren't happy with. So in this video, I'm going to be getting both of the chests, no grapples, no eager edge, no mountaintop. All I'm using is 2 stasis crystals, a blue sword, stompies, and 100 mobility. That's it. If you want to follow along and try to do this for yourself, you're more than welcome to. However, this is just a lot less efficient than using an eager edge sword, but it's here nonetheless if you want to try and do it. Titans, you're more than welcome to. You can do this without skating, so Titans, you can do this. Using a grapple, eager edge, mountaintop, Titans, if you want, make it a lot easier. You can use this method. The last video I shatter skated. This video, nothing. Just W, my space key, and my grenade. So, here we are. Garden of Salvation. Let me just turn down my game audio a little bit. That should be fun. So, of course, kill the ads at the start. We'll start to do some actual parkour once we get to the first encounter. This raid is beautiful, by the way. Probably the best looking raid by far. Deepstone is up there as well, but I think Garden looks the best. It's quite a nice raid to play. I just don't really like the encounters. Anyway, let's come up here. We can place a rally, but you don't need to. I'm just going to do it because I can. Just come behind the boss over here. Up onto this stone platform. And then we're just going to jump right over to that ledge. You might need to swing a sword just to make it easier. Otherwise that is a very tight jump. After that, we're going to come up into this little cubby, and we're going to be jumping right there. Now this is a very hard jump. If you want to use a grapple, you're more than welcome to, but I will not be. As you can see, you can make that jump, just barely. After that, we're going to climb onto here. And we're just going to jump through this metal ring right in front of us. It's not actually a solid object, you can just go straight through it. Just like that. Now we're going to run all the way down to the end of this flower area. Once we're here, we're just going to jump down. Follow these tree roots. Once we're down on these roots, we're just going to climb up onto this metal plating. Up here, and then once more, up there. Once we're up here, we're going to sword swing past this barrier that's right here by simply jumping and sword swinging. Once we're up here, we're going to climb down to this rock. Once we're on this rock, we're just going to run along. Keep going. You can jump down. And you should hit a loading zone. Now, if you hit that loading zone and you don't die, try again. So go back to the start where I went up the plating, go through the barrier, and then try hitting the loading zone again until you die. Once that happens, you'll get spawned in here, jump down, and we're now in the undergrowth. From the undergrowth, we can simply run along to get to the first chest. Run over on top of this big root here. Past this elevator, you can use it if you need to. Sword swing into it, and there's our first chest. Once we've got our first chest, we're going to jump over to that root, but we can't make that jump. So, in the corner, through that wall there, there's going to be a little root that we're going to jump on. or a branch I should say, right here, land on that, and then jump over to this branch. Now I'm sure there's plenty of different ways. If you want, you can go back from the first chest all the way around and take the normal route, but I prefer to do this because it's a lot faster. From here, we're going to run through towards the second encounter. Once we're at the second encounter, you'll see straight, middle, and right. We're just going to go through the middle section. We're just going to keep running until we hit the end of the pathway. Once we're at the end of the pathway, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. We're going to jump onto this rock. From here, we're going to pull out our sword, jump, and we're just going to make our way around the corner, swing, and we'll land on the ledge. The sword is used to put us as close to the wall as we can so that we'll land on any ledge below us. From here, we're going to jump up, up, and onto this ledge. It's quite hard to get onto because it is very thin. The sword definitely helps. From here, we're going to jump and go back around this corner and up onto this ledge. So, once again, we jump from here, around the corner to there, from there to there, and then from there to here. Now once we're here, we're going to need to use a grapple or a stasis crystal, because I have not found a way to get up high enough without using either of those. Okay, so with our crystal, we can't throw it from here because it'll get stuck on this little hitbox here. It's kind of a hitbox, it blocks projectiles but not us, it's weird. Anyway, we're going to pull out our sword just so we can look around the corner, and we're going to aim our crystal for about there. So, you can see this little decoration there. We're going to aim for the same layer as that. Just throw our crystal. From our crystal, we're going to jump up and into this little cubby here. Or grapple. You're more than welcome to grapple up here as well. From here, again, we're going to need another crystal, so I'm just going to wait for that to recharge. Okay, once our grenade is recharged, we're just going to jump and just throw it to a part where we can land on it without falling. It doesn't need to be too high up. Once we're on the crystal, we're going to jump right up into this ledge here. It's quite a tall jump, but right on this ledge, again, the sword will help you find the ledge. You can just look, it's a tiny bit above that little corner piece there, that little corner rock. From here, we're going to jump up onto this platform. Again, it's a very thin platform, so just try your best to find it. And the sword, again, very helpful. From here, we're just going to jump up onto the top of the wall. Now you successfully climbed a 300-foot wall with nothing but some ice and a sword. Now from here, in my last video, I told you to shatter skate off of this rock. But thanks to this guy in the comments, I've learned that you can actually just jump over the barrier. So we're just going to walk towards that area while doing some big high jumps. So, turn back area. Just jump as fast as you can as soon as you hit the floor to get the turn back area on a cooldown. Once we're here, we're just going to fall down as fast as we can to get out of the turn back area. Once you've jumped down, some people, if you've already done garden, you'll know where to go from here. It's just a normal route. Jumping up onto here. Normal route, just as you would in the Garden of Salvation raid. But for anyone that hasn't done it, I'll still show it. We're just going to be running along this pathway, try not to get knocked off by the platforms. Up here. just following the path. You can ride the little water wheel, but I'll just show the easy way to do it. However, you can stand on that little Vex hologram and ride your way up to the top, or you can come and follow this pathway. Turn around, go back to where we came, sort of. Jumping up on this ledge, almost at the top, and here we are. Look at that view. This is what I'm talking about when I say this raid is beautiful. And look at that. Got the cherry blossom trees as well. It's a shame it's the worst raid in the game. Coming up, almost there. Just gonna come into this little what's it called? Hollow tree, I suppose. Jump up onto here, and here's our second chest. There you go. So, you don't need any fancy movement tech, just a few crystals. This isn't very efficient. If you have Mountaintop or an Eager Edge Sword, I recommend you go watch my other guide. However, Titans that can't Shadow Skate, maybe this will help you guys out. This wasn't really supposed to be a guide, so I wouldn't recommend trying to do it this way, but I just wanted to show that you can do this without any shadow skating or anything. So I had a lot of comments saying, oh, well, you need to shadow skate, or what's the point of this tutorial if you need all this movement tech? Well, here you go. You don't actually need it. Like I said in the other video, you don't need it. So yeah, it's going to be about it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.